In January 1998, Robert Bourgi found himself in the antechamber of Gabonese President Omar Bongo's seaside palace in Libreville, awaiting a donation for the upcoming French presidential election on behalf of Jacques Chirac, the center-right candidate. As he waited, former French Foreign Minister Roland Dumas, a key ally of Socialist President François Mitterrand, entered with the same mission. "Good day, Bourgi," Dumas greeted. "I believe we are here for the same purpose." He was allowed to see Bongo first, but reassured Bourgi afterward. "Don't worry, there's still a bit left." This episode, detailed in Bourgi's memoir, They Know That I Know It All. My life in Francafrique symbolizes the deep and long-standing financial interdependence between French and African politics, an arrangement Bourgi had a front-row seat to for decades. Born in Senegal in 1945 to Lebanese parents, Bourgi became a trusted advisor to several African leaders, including Omar Bongo, Denis Sassou Nguesso of Congo-Brazzaville, and Blaise Compaoré of Burkina Faso. In France, he inherited the role of Jacques Foccart, the architect of the post-colonial Francafrique system, which shaped French influence in Africa through political, economic, and military ties, often bolstered by illicit funds. Since the post-World War II period, French political parties had relied on financial support from African nations, and by the 1980s, when Bourgi entered the scene, it was routine. While he claimed not to have personally handled cash deliveries, Bourgi regularly facilitated these exchanges. African leaders would send emissaries to Paris with millions in francs or dollars, often ahead of French elections. During Chirac's 1995 and 2002 presidential campaigns, African leaders contributed around $10 million each time. Bourgi shared a vivid memory from 2002 when an envoy from Burkina Faso's leader Blaise Compaoré brought cash hidden inside djembe drums, which spilled out in small denominations when opened at the Élysée Palace. Handling these funds posed challenges. Bourgi recalled using one of his daughter's posters to wrap large donations carried in Puma sports bags. The practice was so entrenched that it led to the creation of the verb cadeauter, derived from the French word cadeau, gift, referring to such transactions. When Bourgi's claims first surfaced in 2011, they were denied by officials from Burkina Faso and other countries, although some conceded the practice had been common. Chirac and his former chief of staff, Dominique de Villepin, also denied the accusations. A preliminary investigation was launched, but later dropped due to the statute of limitations. For African leaders, these financial contributions were part of maintaining relationships and trust with France. However, Bourgi noted that the world had changed and such practices were unsustainable. When Nicolas Sarkozy became president in 2007, he vowed not to accept money from Africa, a promise Bourgi claims he honored. However, Sarkozy later faced allegations of accepting campaign funds from Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi, which he denies. Bourgi, now 79, also played a role in the 2017 French presidential election. Once close to conservative candidate François Fillon, Bourgi turned against him, revealing to the media that he had gifted Fillon 2 expensive suits. This revelation damaged Fillon's credibility as he campaigned on a platform of integrity, contributing to his downfall. Reflecting on his past, Bourgi admits that while the corruption inherent in Francafrique was wrong, it did foster stability and close bonds between French and African leaders. Today, however, France's influence in Africa is waning. Recent military withdrawals from countries like Mali and Niger highlight the deteriorating relationship. "I watch with sadness as French-African relations fall apart," Bourgi laments. "But it's too simplistic to blame Francafrique alone. Africa has globalized and France has failed to adapt, repeatedly showing arrogance in its approach."